Welcome back to Marin County Home Sales Stats, where the numbers shift faster than a toddler's mood at bedtime. Today we're diving into July's numbers, plus a quick look at what's happening nationwide, because the local market doesn't live in a bubble. Well, not completely anyway. So let's get to it. Before I get into this video content, heads up, later this month I've got a video you really don't want to miss. It's about the steps a market takes as it shifts from a seller's market to a buyer's market. Cutting to the chase, we've already checked off most of the steps. I'm Karrie Hill, lawyer turned realtor, 30-year Marin local, and the person who helps you buy or sell here without losing your sanity. My information is in the description below. U.S. market news. The U.S. and EU just cut a deal slapping a 15% tariff on most European exports headed our way. So yes, your favorite French wine and Italian handbags just got a little pricier. The good news? At least we dodged a full-blown trade war between two of the world's biggest economic powers. Small victories, right? The hope is this deal gives the economy a little direction for the second half of the year, and honestly, the housing market could use some. New home sales have been limping along, builder confidence is still dragging at the bottom, and then there's the jobs report. Yeah, not exactly a mood booster. The U.S. added only 73,000 jobs in July. That's right, you heard that right. And here's the kicker. May and June's numbers got revised down by over 250,000 jobs combined. That's not a typo. You can see the drop in the chart behind me. June's home sales. Here's what went down in Marin County home sales last month. 176 homes closed in July, 47 fewer than the prior month. Pretty significant drop, right? Well, I told you June likes to pump the brakes, so we knew it was going to be slower. 46 sold over asking, averaging 7% above. 15 sold at about list price, and 115 sold below list, averaging 10% under. So if you're doing the math, 26% of those homes sold over asking, while a hefty 65% sold under list. The last time we saw numbers this tilted was back in January. Since February, it's been a slow, steady step down, fewer homes going over list, and more sliding under each month. If you want the full breakdown, including the actual homes that sold and all the math done for you, it's in my monthly newsletter. Information you won't find anywhere else. To get it, use the link below and you'll always know what's really happening before the headlines catch up. By the way, these videos run on caffeine and pure stubbornness. If you get even one useful nugget out of this, do me a solid and hit subscribe. It keeps me fueled to make more videos. Thank you so much. Now, on to the charts. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is inventory, and what we have here are the light green bars is the inventory that we're talking about. The dark ones are homes that sold, and the blue line is new listings. So as you can see, all three of them are down, but this is the one we're most concerned about, and it looks like, okay, inventory is going down, but not really, because if you compare this to last year, at this time of the year, inventory, we have 33.4% more homes on the market this year than last year, and that's a big deal. It's also interesting that the sold homes compared to last year, there's 13.3% fewer homes sold than last year, which just shows you that buyers really have slowed down. They haven't liked these prices and high interest rates, and they're saying no more. And you know, sellers know as well that it's harder to sell a home now than it used to be, and that probably has a lot to do right here. This is the new listings. You can't see it, sorry, it's off screen, but the new listings are down 41.1%. So how does that play out on days on market? Well, days on market have gone up. This does happen every year when we approach the summer, but it is 39.5% higher than it was this time last year. So we have more inventory than last summer. We have slower sales than last summer. And then here's another thing. That little indicator up here, it's sales price over the original list price. That went from 97 to 95. So that continued down. We know this is kind of normal for Marin, and we decreased for the summer, which again is kind of normal. But that little shift in price when you compare it to last year is down 1%. So again, we're just weaker this summer than we were last summer. However, there is a little light here for sellers, and that is if you look at the entire quarter numbers, then the days on market, it's only up 11.8%, if you could say only, and there's no change in this little number up here, the sales price over the list percentage. And the part everybody's so interested in, which are the actual prices. The green line up here is just what sellers are asking for their properties. I don't pay much attention to that. The red line are the actual sales. That's the average. And the blue bars are the actual sales, and it's the median. And you can see this blipped up and that blipped down for the month. So how does that look compared to last year? Well, as far as the median sold prices, they are down 1.1% lower than last summer, but the average price was showing an uptick just this month compared to the last month of 8.6%. Before you sellers get too excited about that, when you look at the entire quarter numbers, then it's only up 1.4%. So it's going to be very interesting to see how these numbers fall out when I break these two videos down into, rather when I break this video down into two other videos with the single family homes and the condos. It'll be interesting to see how this number is affected. And those videos will be coming out like next week and the week after that. And last we have the price per square foot. And as you can see, it barely moved from month to month. Well, actually, it didn't move at all. So the price per square foot stayed the same. When you compare it to last year, though, at this exact same month, it is up 6%. And then when you do the whole quarter numbers, which I've mentioned so many times is so much more statistically relevant, although still not statistically relevant because we do not get into the thousands even when you add up 3 months. But it's still a better number, and that shows that price per square foot is down 0.2%. So not much. So we had 160 homes close with just 26 selling over asking and 65% selling under. And as you can see now, inventory dipped, but it's still way higher than last year. Homes are sitting on the market a lot longer than last year, and prices are down year over year. What's the translation here? Sellers don't have quite the upper hand that they used to. If you're checking out homes for sale in Marin or debating whether it's time to sell, you'll see some video recommendations popping up right now. Click around, watch a few, and don't forget to subscribe if you want more straight up, no fluff real estate updates in your feed. Thank you for watching and have a great day.